Hey everyone, Joey G here with TOTBModel Weathering, and welcome to part 2 of our studio display collection. And we're going to continue here, and we did the first part, which we showed this collection of wall of trains and building materials and arts and crafts and everything else galore. And so we're going to go up here and start part 2 up on this entire top shelf here. And first I'm going to start here. This is an original MTH Conrail work train set that they came out with when MTH first opened up their doors. And I understand that MTH is they're closing down. Mike Wolf is retiring, so this piece is very sentimental. It's also my second O-scale train set, and it's actually my first O-scale set. I do have an Amtrak Lionel O gauge 027 train set, but this is like one of the first ones I received with sounds and runs and lights up. So this was a really cool piece. I still have the whole entire locomotive here and work cars. It is a gorgeous set. And next to it, with the wall of paints, decaling, chemicals, everything you can think of over here. But up here I have an MTH Premier Line dummy unit. This is also a Dash 8, and I put the two together to show the difference in sizes as well as tooling, and when MTH really got into their fine scale locomotives. And you could tell something from the late 90s, early 2000s on the left side to the about around 2015 to 2018 is when that Dash 8 came out. So, and I weathered that baby up. You can really tell the difference and the progress of their manufacturing. Really good job. And here is I believe a 75-year anniversary Atlas O boxcar. I know we said in the first one we do have that 50th anniversary HO scale over there. I also have the caboose, HO caboose. I believe it's the 75th anniversary or 50th anniversary. That's somewhere in my boxes. But this is the O scale Atlas O boxcar. That's one of my favorites. I got this little guy for 20 bucks at a train show one time. I believe it was a steal. And this is the 100-year anniversary Lionel cylinder hopper. That's a beautiful hopper. I love it. That's one of my favorites. And when I used to run it for the little kids at the Christmas fairs, when they had a little train layout set up, my gosh, everybody loved that cylinder hopper. All right, and up here we have a MTH subway car on top of a flat car. These were very popular when they first came out, and you could take off that subway car and run it by itself. It lights up and everything. And I am from New York City and I love subways, so I really wanted to display this particular freight car. And over here we have an original K-Line box car, and it's the K-Line Loves New York, and I'm from New York City, so that's why that car is up there. And then going down this way, I do have a SD50 Conrail NTH Premier Line. We support our troops. Number 6707 is now a SD40E, and you can find this locomotive on the helper servers on Horseshoe Curve. And I've actually seen it in Norfolk Southern paint a few times. So it's pretty cool that this engine is still running around and helping shove trains up the mountains in Appalachia. And here we have a couple of Lionel cabooses, O-scale. They both smoke as well as light up in the back. Really, these are my favorite cabooses, I think, of all of my collection. So that's why these are up here. Plus, it's Conrail. I'm a big Conrail fan, as you can tell. And down here, here's the original K-Line New York Central Madison coach. And it has that beautiful green streamlined box with the gold lettering. That's my first eBay purchase. Gosh, I think I got it for 20 bucks on eBay, and I was so excited when I got it. And it runs really well. It has the original silhouette window people in there, It's a beautiful car, runs really nice. And over here on each end are the ready-made toys beeps. Everybody remembers those beeps, and this is a Chicago Northwestern. I'm not as much of a C&W fan, but I love the colors on it. It's very bright and colorful, so that's why I got it. My father is a big Pennsylvania Railroad fan, and so he got himself this Pennsylvania Railroad beep. And I'm working on a new shelf down here. This is just temporary until I have better wood, of course. This is all progress, and we're going to show more progress later on. But here's an old Mantua Conrail GP18, which is one of my favorite engines. It runs to this day. It's still DC. I might convert it later on, but this guy still runs after 20 years. And over here is the project that I've been working on. It's an old Conrail caboose that became a CSX Maintenance of Way caboose in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, on the Chattanooga subdivision. And you can still see that caboose in Murfreesboro if you're in the area. That's right near the depot. So that's another project I'm working on. And down here, with my other update, I show you that I did a bartering with my friend Tripp, and these are the two locomotives that I got. This is a Seaboard system and a Norfolk Southern SC40-2s. Those are, one of them will be painted for the Southland Railroad, and it's going to be the Spirit of Arkansas. So it's going to get a fresh new coat of paint and decals as well. Number 1582 is an XGP15-1, and that's Missouri Pacific, which is going to be a Southland Railroad number 1582 once I finish decaling it. And then we're going to go way up over here. And up here is my R27 Off-White MTH subway set with the original NTA logo. And you can't get these anymore because they don't have that copyright with NTA anymore. They have for years. And believe it or not, this train set was the first video I filmed for YouTube when I very first started YouTube about over 10 years ago. And you could go way back in my first video and you'll see this train set running on my first O-scale layout in New York called the Iona Subdivision. And this is a Rapid Transit Operations train operator patch that I received from a buddy of mine who works for the MTA. So I put that right on the subway cars. And here are some sentimental pieces. This is original K-Line Operation Iraqi Freedom Red Dawn car. And the cool thing about it is you have I believe, an American Ranger chasing Saddam Hussein around the flat car. This came out, I believe, 2002 or 2003, and this is when we went to war in Iraq. And of course, next to it is I believe MTH made this boxcar. This is a 911 boxcar. It's very sentimental to me, of course. So these two are next to each other. And then over here we have the Pacific Fruit Express. This is the original Lionel piece, and this is the hot box reefer, which mainly means that when you put on the track, it smokes and lights up like fire under the wheels. It looks like there's a hot box, and it has a lot of crew talk, and the crew is trying to put out the fire and everything. So it's a really cool piece and fun to run around the layout. Plus it poofs out a lot of smoke, so it gets pretty foggy in the room when you run it. And so far, here's the collection. Now with these shelves, I'll be building more shelves hopefully later on to display more. Also, I'll be probably switching stuff in and out on these shelves. So I'll have these for maybe a few weeks, maybe switch out a couple of cars here and there. And I'll show you really quickly what I'm working on next on my project. So there's a little sneak peek to the next one, some of the next videos for weathering for the business, and that's going to be an MTH boxcar, and it might be something else, but you'll have to find out. So anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody checking out the display with me, and always love sharing the trains with everybody. So I hope everybody takes care. Happy railroading, model railroading. This is Joe with you, Touch of the Brush Model Weathering. Stay tuned for more updates very soon. Take care. Touch of the Brush Model Weathering welcomes you to follow us on all social media platforms. We post almost daily showing you our project updates, upcoming clinics, and videos. If you would like a project completed by us, you can contact us here at TOTBModelWeathering@yahoo.com.